Hey guys, it has been like 2 weeks, a week, yeah, no, basically like a week and a half. Anyways, we are here, we're back, we're settled, we're a little settled. I mean, excuse the mess in the background, like I'm still moving stuff back in. That's not an excuse, I should probably clean my room a little bit better, but that will be handled by then. For those of you that know, it's a little OG setup. I'm back in my room, but I don't have my tripod, so we're back to the window, which if you've been here since like 2 years ago, we're back to where we started. It's almost like things kind of keep coming back, which is a little thing that we're going to talk about in this video. But moving forward, let's start off. First off, good morning, good evening, good night. Whatever time you're watching this video, it is currently Sunday, May 4th, 2025. Right now it's 11:54 p.m. a.m. I just got back from Urbana, U of I. Went down for like a few days, like a day or two. Spent some time with close friends. Went down with my best friend. It was a good time. It was chill. So I'm about to go golf some with my brother. Got a little fake Tiger Woods fit going on. Will I be shooting under 100? I doubt it, but it's a confidence booster, so we're gonna see where this goes. Second off, if your days are starting, I hope you have a great day. If you're in the middle of your day, I hope you're having a great day. And if you're coming towards the end of your day and it has not been so great, do something to make it great, because you still got time and you can still make a change. There's always room for improvement and a better day no matter what. There's always something to be happy about. There's always a blessing that you haven't considered. And there's so many things that we should be grateful for in life that we fail to consider due to the little inconveniences that we have, right? So make sure you are taking the time to really appreciate and love what you have, the people you have, the things you have, the blessings, the experiences, everything. Take the time to really understand it, no matter how great or horrible your day is. That's always essential. Being grateful is very detrimental. Yeah, moving forward into the video, today's video is going to be a reflecting on AD video, just because I didn't do it last week, and I was supposed to do it right after my finals, but I was so burnt. I've been on go for the last 3 weeks, so it's been a little bit of a struggle. So in this last week, I've definitely given myself time to chill and relax, which is what we're gonna talk about in this video. But yeah, today's reflecting with AD video is going to be the best way I can describe it is switching gears. Obviously last week was my last full week of school. Not this past week, but the week before that was my last full week of school, and I had finals, and it was really just like me trying to grind the gears through everything. I felt myself getting worn down, but I knew I was almost there, which was one of the word of the days I posted in that week. I genuinely was almost there, and I needed that reminder for myself. And I did my best. Finals came up. I didn't get the outcomes I fully wanted, but I still gave my all. I still put a lot of effort in. I still appreciated the moments, and I was still finding that balance between, hey, I'm gonna make memories, but I also want to study. But hey, this is my only time to be a freshman, so what am I gonna do? So realistically, I definitely could have done better academically, but I would not change it at all, just because of the fact that I gained a lot of memories and experiences that I don't want to replace. And then as soon as I got out of school last Saturday. As soon as I got out, I unpacked, went down to U of I, because one of my best friends, he had his probate, so I went to go support him for that. And then came back Sunday, packed up, finished my last essay for freshman year, and then I went straight to PR. I was in Puerto Rico with my dad for 4 days. And that was really just me resting. My dad and I are obviously about 30 years apart, so there's not a lot for both of us to do down there. So it was really a lot of time for me to relax and wind down. Going back to the switching gears aspect, I was just in constant go for the last 3 weeks, just constantly doing something, and to finally sit down and breathe and just really appreciate what life is and where I'm at was super crucial for me, and it allowed me to grow. And even after PR, when I came back, I spent a lot of time with loved ones. I did what I wanted to do and just kind of allowed myself to rest and remind myself of that, those necessary breaks you need in life. But now that I'd say finished resting, there's a lot of stuff that I would like to do for myself, which goes back to that switching gears. Now we went from full blast to literally putting it in neutral to now I'm going back to ramping it up. But this time it's a little different just because it's like there's no one that's making me do this. It's just me. And it really just comes down to me wanting to grow more intentionally. Within my last year, like as a freshman overall, I'd say a lot of the growth I had was just because of the situation I was in. And don't get me wrong, like, yeah, that's still good growth. Like the situation being like going to college in general, like going away from home. Don't get me wrong, like that's gonna happen either way, and I should still be proud of the growth I had. But I've always been one to want more, or like push myself to grow and say like, hey, I did that. And I feel like I could have definitely done a little bit more of that my freshman year. I obviously gave myself a lot of grace, which I feel like is necessary, but looking back, it's like I could have done more, been more involved with a certain club. I could have been more on my books. I could have been more prioritized with my time. So many little things that I want to fix this summer. This summer, I'm really just going to be working the whole time. I'm caddying. I'm starting to caddy again, which is going to be great because, you know, now I'm back as a full 11 scholar. I had my first full year at Michigan, so I can have something to talk about. And then right after that, I'm working my internship. And then literally right after that, I'm going back to school. So it's going to be a long 3 months. I have a lot of things I'm kind of just figuring out for myself. And I think the biggest thing that I want to figure out for myself this summer, which is why I'm switching the gears so much, is who I really am, and what I really desire in life. I've done a lot. I would say I feel like I've succeeded a lot more than I failed, quote unquote failed at times. But I still feel like there's definitely a lot more for me to do, for myself at least, doing my due diligence for myself. Within the last month or so, and that month, 2 months of me making these videos, I've done a lot of reflecting on myself, on my life, on those around me. And the biggest thing that's kind of like been constant is that gratitude and just realizing how blessed I am, and how much I have to my disposal, you know, how many opportunities I have. And really now it's just about maximizing my opportunities. And switching gears to me right now, what that means is getting back, reading. Reading is a thing. I want to start that again. I want to read more. I want to learn more about my job. Like, I want to be the best version of myself in everything I do. And that's like the biggest thing I want to do. I want to be able to walk out saying, having quantifiable goals that I've attained and feeling okay with that and feeling happy with that. And I guess to tie this into you guys, or just tie it into my audience, or just kind of have a message for you, it's okay to take breaks. It's okay to stop and breathe, but it's not okay to let yourself get too comfortable in any situation. Even being comfortable being stressed is still a problem, right? Even being comfortable being too busy is a problem. You should never be too comfortable in whatever you're doing. And you should be okay and open to switching those gears for yourself and making sure you're taking the time to really maximize the opportunities you have. Make the most of yourself and make sure you express yourself in all the ways you can. Because if not, you're just gonna kind of fall into the crowd, and you know, it's just not what we're meant to be. It's not what you're meant to do. You have a lot of life within you, ahead of you, past you, whatever. And everyone has something to offer. So take the time to really be glad for what you have. Take the time to evaluate where you are in terms of those gears that are turning. Take the time to really just make the most of your life. And if you have somewhere you want to be or you think you need to be, whether it's for yourself, for others that you really care about, do it. Be the best version of yourself, and don't be afraid to change your life up, even if things are okay and nothing's really wrong. There can always be improvement. You know, obviously give yourself grace. Don't be too harsh on yourself, but be open to growing more. And yeah, that is all I really have for myself. I feel like life has really been showing me a lot about who I am and who I'm becoming, and like really making me prove myself to myself. Like, hey, if you really want this, you got to go get it. If you really want to figure yourself out, or if you really want to be strong in a certain aspect, you have to push yourself to be strong. But that's all I have, man. That's all I have, guys. I appreciate you for watching all the way through this video. I've been really, my heart has really been growing these last 2 weeks, and I've been so grateful to have people that watch and listen. Whether you're watching this to judge, or you're watching this to support, or you're watching this to get something out of it, the fact that you're watching this all the way through at least shows you care a little bit about my life, and that I have the opportunity to make an impact on someone else's life by being myself. Positive impact. And that's the biggest thing. Obviously my channel's small. Obviously I get shy about it. Obviously it's not like the craziest. I just do raw footage and that's that. But it really has brought a lot out of me to be here and do this and speak. And it's pushed me to switch gears. And while I'm really still figuring out what I really want, if I truly want to go all the way with this, I appreciate you for being at least here for this part of the journey. And I will always have gratitude for you. I will always wish the best for you, and I will always have love for you, no matter the case, right? So that's all I got. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and be yourself. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video, hopefully with the tripod, but I might be back to the window till I get my bread up. But yeah, have a great day. Take care of yourself, love yourself, be yourself. And AD is out.